now you know. It's the Ask Rayceen Show.
Welcome to the Ask Rayceen Show. For our 10th and final season, we are available online and worldwide. I'm your announcer, Krylios. On behalf of Team Racing Productions, I thank all our sponsors, including DC Homas, Bite the Fruit, and Whitman Walker Health. To learn more about our sponsors, guests, and Team Racing Productions, please use the links in this video's description. It is now time to introduce our host, the High Priestess of Love, the Queen of the Shameless Plug, the Empress of Pride, the Goddess of DC, the iconic, the legendary Rayceen Pendarvis.
Greetings and salutations. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the Ask Rayceen Show. It's the August edition of the Ask Rayceen Show, and of course it's hot outside. It's also International Vacation Month. I hope everybody's traveling. Some folks are cruising, and some folks are cruising. Either way, you're having a good time. It's hot outside. You got your poom poom shorts on, your back outs, your slide outs, sometimes flip flops. Honey, and I hope you've got a pedicure, because honey, if you put them toes out and they look like claws, put them back in or take them to the zoo. Because baby, tricks are for kids, and we don't need any animals out too soon. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're hydrating, drinking plenty of water, because when it gets hot, we get hot. And remember, during this month of Vacation Month, where folks take vacations all over the world, people are traveling the most time during the month of August. Believe it or not, that's a fact. And remember, if you want to take a trip, Jamaica. To all my friends in Jamaica, I say greetings, my darlings. I hope you're having fun, because in Jamaica, it's Independence Day and Emancipation Day, where they celebrate freedom, honey. They are bending over, gyrating, pulsating, hip swinging, shaking, bobbing, weaving, and getting it all in. Because, baby, when it comes to Jamaica, it's good food, dancing, and fun all around. Honey, remember, summer's almost over, and I hope you had a good time. I hope you got vaccinated and washed your hands. And for some who need to wear masks, who are not vaccinated, and some who are practicing 6 feet. Step back, 6 feet. Be safe and enjoy yourself during the summer. Just because we are coming out of COVID doesn't mean it's over. Safety first. And remember, honey, well, this is the final summer edition. Hot, pulsating. The Ask Rayceen Show has been on fire all year long, and especially it got even hotter during our summer edition. And as everything comes to a close, time to go back to school shopping. Woo, baby, the kids are getting ready. The schools are open up, and the children are wearing their backpacks, getting ready with their new Nikes and their cute little shoes and their cute little ensembles, making that first day count. I remember my first day in school. It was all about the entrance and sometimes the exit. When you step through the door, all eyes are on you. New school, new beginning, a new season. Back to school. And remember, enjoy, be safe, and have a good time. Thanks for being here and supporting us. We have a terrific lineup. Check it out.
This singer has appeared on the Ask Rayceen Show more than any other music act. including performing in our listening lounge for 5 consecutive years, 2015 to 2019. It is my pleasure to introduce songbird Nia Simmons.
Hello, everyone. Nia Simmons, the Songbird here. I am a vocalist, songwriter, and independent recording artist from the DMV area. And it is indeed my pleasure to join you all for the 10th and final season of the Ask Rayceen show. My first encounter with the show came in August of 2015. I was the music performer for the Listening Lounge segment, and I'm proud to say that was not my last appearance on the show. I was asked to come back again the following year, and then the year after that, and after that, and after that. So that makes me actually the most featured music performer of the series, performing annually 5 consecutive years for 5 different live shows at 3 different venues. And it has been just a wonderful ride getting to know Rayceen and the members of Team Rayceen Productions. They have been absolutely wonderful to work with. And of course, it just is only right that I would also participate in the final season. So without further ado, let's bring on the music. You can have all the money in your hands, all the possessions anyone can ever have, but it's all worthless treasure. True worth is only measured not by what you got, but what you got in your heart. You can have everything, but what does it mean? It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. You can't just talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. Yes, you do. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. I'll stand up for you, and I stand up for you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. You do the best that you can do. Then you can look in the mirror, proud of who's looking back at you. Define the life you're living, not by what you take or what you're given. And if you bet on love, there's no way you'll ever lose. Take a stand for what's right. It's always worth the fight. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. You can't just talk that talk, you got to walk that walk. Yes, you do. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. And I stand up for you, self-respect, dignity. If that's all you've got, then you got all you need. And without that, you don't have a thing. No, no, no. Define the life that you're living, not by what you take or what you're giving. Make a stand for what's right. It's always worth the fight. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. You can't just talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. Yes, you do. And it all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. I'll stand up for you. Ooh, I'll stand up for you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Stand up. I'll stand up for you. Yes, I will. Yes, At this time, I'd like to share one of my original songs with you, a single titled Relax, music by Reggie Myrix, and lyrics by yours truly. I hope you enjoy it.
Just relax. Let's get away. Don't you want been dreaming of a perfect escape together? Now's the time for you and I to relax and unwind. I just want to see your face. It's been too long. Looking forward to Friday. Soon we'll be gone. Baby, come with me to a distant destination for the weekend. Leave all your cares behind. Paradise is waiting for you. Just enjoy the ride. Let's get away. Don't you want been trying to wait together? Now's the time for you and I. It's the perfect time to relax and unwind. To relax. Finally, we're on our way. Here we go. No turning back. Sunrise to sunset. Creating moments we won't forget. Baby, I'm so glad to have this time alone with you this weekend. Leaving our cares behind. Paradise is waiting for us. Just enjoy the ride. Just relax, relax, and enjoy, baby. Baby, I'm so glad, babe, to have this time alone with you. Welcome to paradise. Enjoy the ride. Don't you wanna dreaming of? Don't you wanna go away, far away from me? To relax, it's time to relax and enjoy, baby. Don't you been dreaming of? Been dreaming of. Now's the time to relax and unwind and enjoy, baby. Don't you wait, relax and unwind. Time to relax and unwind. It's okay, baby. Just relax.
All right now, this may be the final season, but it is definitely not the end. We're looking forward to more great things in the future. We love you, Rayceen.
I never can say goodbye. No, I never can say goodbye. Every time never can say goodbye. I keep thinking that our problems soon are all gonna work out. There's that same unhappy feeling, there's that anguish, there's that doubt. It's that same old dizzy hang up. I can't do with you or without. Tell me why is it so? Don't wanna let you go. No, no, no. Never can say goodbye, boy. Ooh, baby, I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, no, I never can say goodbye, boy. No, 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 baby, never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Ooh, never, never can. I never, never can say goodbye, boy. And I don't want to say goodbye. No, 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 no. Ooh, I can never say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Ooh.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please stay connected with me on social media. My handle is Nia the Songbird on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And please check out my website as well, niasimmons.com. Congratulations and much love to the incomparable and fabulous Rayceen Pendarvis and the members of Team Rayceen Productions on 10 successful seasons of the Ask Rayceen show. I so look forward to what you all have in store for the future and to the next time we get to collaborate together. But until then, take care, much love, and God bless.
Oh my God, that was lovely. The songbird always delivering. Rayceen, how did you like that?
I enjoyed that, Krylios, because it's Nia the Songbird, one of the most incredible vocalists of all time. Every time she hits the stage, she lets you know the songbird has arrived. And plus, she holds the record for performing the most times on the Ask Rayceen show. It has been an honor and a joy getting to know the songbird. It's been a pleasure to call her a friend because everyone needs a diva in their pocket. And we love her. And remember to follow Nia, the songbird, on all forms of social media. Why? Because once you hear the sounds of the songbird, you'll be forever enchanted with her voice, her presence, and her artistry.
Rayceen, while I eat this cake, tell everyone what's up next.
Up next is Micah the Poet.
Hey everybody, my name is Micah the Poet. I am here to read a poem for Rayceen. Shout out to Rayceen and the Ask Rayceen show in its 10th and final season. We really do appreciate all that you've done over 10 amazing seasons and everything that you've done to uplift and give voice to the queer community. So let me just jump on into this poem right quick. Again, my name is Micah the Poet. The poem is called On the Shoulders, so here we go. Close your eyes and imagine turning your back on a person that you carried and birthed just because they love differently than you. That is the reality of being queer. The world tells us that we are alone. There is no one like us. There is no one that cares to see us for who we really are. Rayceen told me once, we stand on the shoulders of our queer ancestors. We strut tall because our martyrs left their heels for us to stand in, to rise above. Left their glitter on the floor so that it would stain our clothes and make us shine. Ballroom culture saves lives in a world that wishes to erase us. It gives us reason to pour joy into our own lives. Simply put, without ballroom, a lot of queer kids would be dead. Tantamount to babies being smashed against rocks, given no chance to believe that the world is bigger than the fists that batter them for breathing, for being. Balls give the caged bird a reason to sing. There's hope and glory in tins as well as chops. Ballroom teaches generation after generation of queer kids to live. To live and love in a world that would rather see them corrected, eradicated, instead of accepted and understood. We stand on the shoulders of all Rayceen, on the shoulders of queer folks that made a way for us from nothing. We honor Rayceen Pendarvis for always lifting us queer kids up, for giving us a place to go when the world turned us away. We run, jump, and bust down barriers today because you walked. Your fight helped us to be seen, to get a chance to live, when so many of us never even thought a future was possible. We thank you, and we honor your contribution to this road. Shout out to Rayceen again and the Ask Rayceen show in its last and 10th and final season. Again, my name is Micah the Poet. You can follow me on Micah the Poet at Facebook, Micah the Poet at Instagram. You can hit me up on my website, micahthepoet.com. I also have a book out right now. It's called Things No One Else Wants to Say. It's available on my website, micahthepoet.com, as well as amazon.com. So I'll be seeing you guys soon at shows. And like I said, shout out to Rayceen again. Love you guys. Be safe.
Ooh, this cake is delicious, Rayceen. Too bad we don't have enough for everyone. Well, viewers, enjoy the third of our 5 retrospective panels. This one focusing on 2016, a challenging time we refer to as a year of transition. Welcome to the third of our 5 retrospective panels, discussing the history and legacy of the Ask Rayceen show. Rayceen, give us the introduction.
Picture it, Washington, D.C., 2016.
Yes. Our focus for this discussion is 2016, which we have politely called a year of transition, although it could more accurately be called a hot mess. For starters, the 5th season is the only one to have taken place at 3 separate venues. The challenges began in March when the season premiere of the Ask Rayceen show unexpectedly took place in Tap and Parlor, the street-level restaurant below Live Nightclub and above Bohemian Caverns, because an event had been booked at Live Nightclub. Not long after that, Kurt Mariah sent a text message to our producer Czar regarding a newly published article in the Washington City paper. This article is how Team Rayceen learned that Live Nightclub and the other venues in the building would close at the end of the month. Chaos ensued as Rayceen and Czar scrambled to find a new venue in time for the next show, scheduled for the first Wednesday in April. To make a long story short, the Ask Rayceen show ended up back at MLK Library, where it had been for most of 2012 and all of 2013. But it doesn't stop there. The July show had to be moved due to Capitol Fringe, so it fortuitously ended up at the HRC Equality Center. The 5th season finished back in the dimly lit basement of
pre-renovation MLK Library and had its season finale the day after the 2016 presidential election. A year of transition, indeed. Let's start by having the panelists introduce themselves and each sharing a memory or anecdote about the Ask Rayceen show. Let's start with Tony Nelson.
I was going to start. I'm Tony, and I thank you, Nelson. I'm happy to be here. I'm an MC in Washington, D.C., and a personality, I guess is the best way to put it. My memory of the Ask Rayceen show happened, I think, 2 years ago when I was surprised and asked to join the ball panel for judges, and that turned to a hot mess. That's my biggest memory of that show, and I love Rayceen and the show, all the shows. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Chris J.
Hello. I'm Chris J, current host of the Coffee with Chris show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. on Facebook Live. My biggest memory of the Ask Rayceen show is just how deeply impactful the show was, especially for me in storytelling of other people's lives. And I deeply respected the hustle of the show. It really did help me and help teach me how to just, I don't know, really put yourself out there and be resilient. And I guess that's the transition that I was a part of with the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Private Tales, what about you?
Hi, I'm Private Tales, and I'm a performer in DC. And my favorite part of the Ask Rayceen show was always the Rayceen kick and the shameless plug. Those are my favorite parts because I learned so much about so much of the community because Rayceen always involved everyone.
Thank you. Awesome. Dainty, what about you?
Hello. My name's Dainty Dandridge. I am burlesque dancer / producer, currently in a Jay-Z retirement. My favorite thing about the Ask Rayceen show, Tales, I kind of have to borrow from you and say the shameless plug, because it really truly was where you would learn about everything that was happening. But my favorite thing is that was a space where literally you could meet, run into, encounter just about anybody from every walk of life, from every community. It was literally the most, I would say, diverse and also cross-section of folks. Everybody wanted to be there. Everybody wanted to be in that space. And it just made for such a great space. I had never encountered any space like that in DC where anybody and everybody felt welcome and included there.
Thank you. Thank you. Nia Simmons, what about you?
Hello, everyone. Nia Simmons, the Songbird here. I am a vocalist, songwriter, and independent recording artist from the DMV area. And definitely one of the best things about performing on the Ask Rayceen show was how Rayceen would always introduce me and just have me feeling like, wow, I made it. I'm like so almost as grand as she is, because we know Rayceen is fabulous. She would say stuff like she's been to, talking about me, Paris, London, Milan, Africa, and some of these places I haven't been to yet, but the majority of them I have been. So the other places, they'll come later. We're speaking that into existence. So
yes.
I just love how Rayceen always makes everybody feel valued and important. So that's my memory.
Certainly. Wonderful memories. What about you, Chris? From Head Count.
Oh, wait, yeah, because other Chris Hartman. I'm Chris from Head Count. We've been doing voter reg at the Ask Rayceen show since right after the chaos, because we came in steadily at MLK. And I think my favorite memory is just the very beginning. I got an email out of the blue from, I think it was from Czar, saying, do you want to come register voters at our event? And literally all I knew going in was that you guys were 5 blocks from my office. And I was like, whatever, I'll go on up there. And like all the info I could find was like, we lift up the community. And I was like, what community? What is this? And let me tell you, going off of what Dainty said, I mean, yeah, all the communities. And I mean, and then from the moment it was announced, father of five, mother of many, and then Rayceen comes barreling out the corridor. I was like, I don't know what this is, but it's amazing. I have never left a show not smiling in the last 5 years. No matter
Oh, wonderful.
it was just always fun. And I yeah, that's the best way
We
to
love that. We love that. We stand an iconic entrance. Yes, we do. Shay, Monique, what about you?
Shalom, I'm Shay Monique, burlesque performer, producer turned mermaid. And it's hard to pick a favorite memory about the Ask Rayceen show. I will say with the tumult that was 2016, y'all handled it so beautifully. Like it always just felt like new exciting venue, not like, oh crap, we lost our space, what are we doing? Like as a guest coming in, it just seemed like y'all were just on to the next big thing. And also to piggyback off of Dainty and Chris, I've met so many amazing people. I always call Ask Rayceen a living bulletin board. And I am the person who like goes to the coffee shop and is always looking at the bulletin board because you just never know who's in your community doing what. But in Ask Rayceen with that shameless plug, you get to like get that 3D kind of elevator pitch version. And I can think of experiences I've had, even a weird experience I had in Sacramento 2 days ago. No, yesterday, time's weird because I've been traveling, that if I talk about it enough, I can link back to the Ask Rayceen show. So yeah.
Thanks so much. Dr. Ruby, how about you?
Well, I just, so Dr. Ruby Lathon, holistic nutritionist, vegan chef, and I was honored to do one of the first cooking demos on the show, which I thought was awesome. And I had so much fun doing that. But as everyone has said, I loved how well-rounded the show was, and that you got really helpful information in such a non-boring way. I mean, because I was talking about health and vegan eating, and we did it in a way that didn't put people to sleep, and had the politicians come and you didn't fall asleep with that either, and all of that. So I thought it was a wonderful way to have fun and get the information you need at the same time. So I just enjoyed being a part of it every time I was there.
Oh, yes, that's amazing. Quineice, what about you?
Yes, my name is Quineice, and also known as Soul Pixie. I'm a singer and songwriter and artist. And my favorite memory, I have many, but Rayceen always made everybody feel welcome. You know, my favorite memory will probably just be the audience participation. I mean, I invited people out to the shows over the years, and they just always left feeling empowered and welcome. And, you know, I always had a good time.
Awesome. Thank you. And next, let's go with Anthony Oakes.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Anthony Oakes. I am a comedian who resides here in the district. I was an announcer on the Ask Rayceen show for a little over 2.5 years. It came about when Kurt Mariah, who was a good friend of mine, departed from the show, and I basically took her place. One of the many things that I loved about the Ask Rayceen show is the opportunities that she provides the people that are on her show, because it gave me an opportunity to hone my craft in front of a very diverse audience. And also, like everyone else on the panel has said, just the sheer connections You never knew who was coming through the show as far as politics, things in the community, entertainers. It was just a cornucopia of people. And even to this day, I still get bookings from the Ask Racine show. And it's just been a blessing in my life. Racine has been a blessing. I love Racine and everyone who has anything to do with the show. I even miss Czar's sarcastic, stern conversation. And it was unbelievable how amazing this show and how touching it was, how many lives that it touched. And it was such a viable part of the community. And I loved it. I am so grateful that I was a part of the show. And I just wish Racine and the team all the success in the world and all of their future endeavors.
Awesome, awesome. Racine, what about you? What memory sticks out the most to you about that year of transition in 2016?
Through all the turmoil, we rose. That when I felt like breaking down and giving up, the team lifted me and carried me through. It was their love, their support, their never waving and never giving up. It fueled me to keep going on. And Zara cracking the whip.
Yes, yes, yes. Thanks so much. Now, for those of us who were never at MLK Library for the Ask Racine show, what should we know about that venue and the shows which took place there? Who wants to give this one a try? Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it was kind of an odd venue the first time you have to go down the elevator down like a dark tunnel, but then you could hear like the bass pumping. And you're like, what is happening back there? And yeah, and then sometimes there were some grandbabies running around and you're just like, I don't know what's going on. But once you got in that room, it was anything goes. It was a good time was had by all. Things were learned. People cried, people laughed. It was a great time.
Anybody else remember anything about the MLK Library times? Go ahead, Dr. Ruby.
It was a little sketchy once getting down there. The elevator smelled like a little urine sometimes. But once you're down there, it's all good. You felt very relieved and welcomed. But yeah, it was very warm once you got there, but getting down there was like, okay, where am I going?
That is great. That is great. Well, luckily they've now renovated.
Yes.
Last time I was there, it was giving beauty. So
yes.
I love that. Now, in the years since the Ask Racine show began, several individuals who participated later passed away. We speak the names of two of them who were with us in 2016. Panelist Dr. Linda Spooner and our archivist and devoted volunteer, Vance Matthews. Let's just have a moment of silence. Ashe.
Ashe.
Here's a bit of trivia. DJ Honey and announcer Kurt Mariah were the only two people other than Rayceen Pendarvis to have their images on the front of the Ask Racine show flyer. As the resident DJ in 2016, DJ Honey was the only resident DJ during the 10 years of the Ask Racine show. Thank you, DJ Honey and Kurt Mariah. Some of you were a guest or attendee of the Ask Racine show throughout its run. Would anyone like to speak about how the show has changed over the years?
I'll speak. I think I was on the first Ask Racine show, and that was at Martin Luther King Library. As a matter of fact, I think I was on at least one show every year. And I noticed it's easy to say what was consistent about it. It was always very consistently well done, well organized. And like so many people here have said, uh, it was a melting ground for so many different people to come along and meet. What I really like towards the end, when I start seeing so many vendors come through and so many like beautiful artwork, I'm looking at a piece of art that I bought from the Ask Rayceen show right now. I bought jewelry. I think I'm wearing some jewelry that I bought from the Ask Rayceen show. I bought this necklace at the Ask Rayceen show. And I start seeing more of that towards the end. Now, you know, I love fashion and stuff like that, and I love shopping. So that was a really great change. But what didn't change for me, which I know I'm changing the question, was the fact that it was consistently well done and it was consistently a happy place. So I was always very happy to be asked. I was actually always happy to be asked to be a part of the show. And when I knew Zara would be calling, I would be waiting with bated breath, like, I know I'm gonna get a call sooner or later. I know I'm gonna get a call.
To wrap us up, we want each guest to share what they hope to see from Rayceen Pendarvis and Team Rayceen Productions in the future. And let's start with Tony again and work our way down.
What I want to see from Rayceen is the continuation of her growth. I've known Rayceen my entire life, practically, and I've watched Rayceen grow. And so there's so many things that have surprised me over the years, so many different elements of Rayceen that I didn't know when I was younger, and now that I see them happening. So I'm looking forward to seeing the continuation of her evolution. I'm also looking forward to seeing her team grow. I'm looking to see what's new coming. I'm looking to see what's going to take the place of Ask Rayceen, because after all these fabulous memories, I'm thinking to myself, why the hell is it going away? So something has to be coming along that's going to knock our socks off. So I am really, really waiting to see what that is.
Fabulous, fabulous. Keep your eyes and ears peeled.
I guess I want to see the continuation of the storytelling. I think that's been, for me personally, the most impactful thing, and just learning about so many different people and giving them space to share their journey and stories. And you do that with such I'm just in awe of how you carry yourself and how you do that. You have such a fantastic team. I've never seen a team be so dedicated for someone like you, and that is just so rare and precious. And I know that wherever you go from here is just going to be beyond anyone's wildest dreams, and we can't wait to see it.
Thank you so much. Next, let's go to Private Tales.
Hi, I would like to see, to be completely honest, I'm thinking about what is a larger stage for Ask Rayceen or something similar. And all I keep thinking about on a grand scale is I want to see Rayceen as the head of like a Black Pride, the way we have Capitol Pride. I would love to see Rayceen on a larger stage, like I've seen her at Youth Pride. I would also love to see a big Black Pride event that has, you know, the hundreds of people that you're used to seeing at Capitol Pride. I think Rayceen could do something like that, especially with such a good team.
Lovely, lovely. And we love compliments. Dainty, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I want to see two things. Number one, I always want to see the wobble being incorporated somehow, some way into whatever events space Rayceen is taking up. That is something I need that from my soul. But more than that, what I really, really would love to see is Rayceen at the Library of Congress. Like, I want your stories and the knowledge that you have and the beautiful, beautiful picture that you have of DC, especially growing up in this space. I want all of your stories, and I want them captured somewhere where people long after we're all dust can come and listen and hear and see all of the beautiful things that you did, but that you bore witness to as well. And also all of us that you brought along with you, because we're all so thankful and so grateful and so excited to just be part of your story.
Thank you, Dainty. Nia Simmons.
Well, and this answer is going to be a little bit selfish, but I'm hoping for more opportunities to collaborate with Rayceen and Team Rayceen in the future, because I know this chapter is over, the Ask Rayceen show, but this is far from the end of what's in store for all of you. So, of course, I wish all of you the absolute best moving forward with your new projects, whatever that's going to be. And if there's room for you, girl, the songbird, I mean, call me up. Y'all got my number and I'd be happy to work with you all again.
There is always room for the songbird here. Thanks so much, Nia. Chris, what about you?
Well, Nia kind of just stole my thunder because my response is going to be whatever it is I want an invite. I mean, we'll keep on registering the voters at whatever you put your mind to, because I can't imagine it's going to be small, and I know it's going to be good.
Thank you. Love to hear that. Shay Monique.
I may have said this before, but Rayceen, you know, I always want to see more high kicks. But beyond the high kick, just nothing makes me happier than showing up to an event and then realizing that you're there and kind of a featured part of it. And so I want to see you continue to be just the broader community leader that you are. And just I want to see Ask Rayceen and Team Rayceen continue to bring community together in the just magical way that you do.
Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful sentiment. Dr. Ruby Lathon.
Yes. In honor of the shameless plug, I would love to see a wonderful event where I cater for everyone a wonderful plant-based dinner that I think where we can showcase more of this talent, like, you know, a show in honor of all the shows, I think. And I just look forward to what's coming next. So I know something is coming next, and it should be, because this was done so well. And as Zara and others knows, I'm like, I really want you guys to be my team because you're so well organized. I was like, I need these people managing me. And so I love what is done. So I'm just waiting for the next rendition, and everyone always loves good food, right? So
yes.
I think that's incorporated in there somewhere.
Awesome. Quineice?
Just like everyone else said, I'd like to see something on an even larger scale, so more of the world can get to know Rayceen. And just, I hope that the next leg of her journey brings fulfillment and joy, and that she continues to educate and inspire. I can't wait to see it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Anthony Oaks.
Yes, so I prayed the prayer of Jabez over Rayceen and the Ask Rayceen show to enlarge their territory. And that's what I want to see, their territory to be enlarged.
Thank you. Thank you. A beautiful prayer and a beautiful wish. And now to close us out, Rayceen, what would you like to say about the 5th season in 2016?
I could say many things. My soul is overwhelmed. My heart is full. To know that I had a part of uplifting and celebrating art, poetry, joy, love, in a place where people came together, a safe place, and how blessed I was, how blessed I still am today to know that all of these people were a part of that journey with me. They gave their time, their love, their energy. And for that, I am forever grateful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And this was such a fabulous time to catch up with everyone. This has been really, really fun. I thank you all for your time. And on behalf of Team Rayceen Productions, I hope we have the opportunity to collaborate with you all in the future. Thank you so much. Rayceen, what would you like to say as you bring our summer to a close?
Let them eat cake. Mwah.
We will be back monthly on first Wednesdays through November 2021 for the 10th and final season of the Ask Rayceen show. New episodes will premiere at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Please join us for our next date, September 1st. Until then, wear sunscreen when you go out, stay hydrated, drink responsibly, wash your hands often, and eat some cake. Thank you for watching.